That is good banter.
Go, Timmy. Away we go, buddy.
Is this thing live?
Well, it's live at the moment.
Live at
when
the
you're
moment.
hearing it's not live.
Me. How's things?
Mate, we did it.
What did we do?
We sold out one show.
We sold out a quarter of our shows.
Yeah, we sold out the Sunday. I thought, to be honest, that was my big thing. I thought we started pretty, and we're talking about the Comedy Festival show.
It's coming up. So when this is released Thursday morning,
We'll probably have another one sold out by then, maybe.
Well,
I won't get ahead of
she's
ourselves.
certainly plateaued. If you were to do a graph on ticket sales,
Jeez, it started well
early.
early.
What did we?
Well, we
what was our
released the
little
tickets
spiel?
about 3 years ago, I think.
Yeah. Did we do a early bird discount or something?
Well, I think on the Patreon we did a bit of that.
and
then I said, I'll do the Banter discount.
Yep.
I'll put that up for 2 weeks. And
Yep.
I was up there for about 6 weeks, and
Yep.
I think and then it really plateaued, and I thought I posted like 10 tickets left I think that was about a year ago.
And thought
And we're
there'll be a
finally-
spike. There'll be a spike.
spike.
But fuck me,
Jesus
there
Christ.
is there. And look, I enjoyed Gather Round. I'm enjoying. I'm going to enjoy these 4 shows at the festival. But is there a fucking more mentally unhealthy way to live than clicking that little refresh button to check your ticket sales every 5 minutes? Oh no. And just, it looks, no, it's the same. Haven't sold a ticket. It's what a fucking horrible. It's like being an unpopular kid having an 18th birthday party every night of the year, and you don't know if anyone's coming.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah,
And you're just stressing to the eyeballs about if anyone's going to come. It's just a fucked way to live.
or like when you're the unsporty kid at school and you're the last one picked, kind of thing. It's yours is probably better, but mine that's sort of something as well.
Yeah,
where
it's something.
where you're sort of just they're picking. Oh yeah, I'll take Michelle, and I'll take Paul, and that little fat kid at the end is fuck. I'm left with Derek.
No one's.
Who can't even fucking catch a football.
No, because of the Derricks of the world, no one's using that system to pick teams anymore. Are they?
I don't think so. I think you just. How would they do it these days? Are the kids at school? What are they doing?
Well, what I normally do when I pick teams for the teams I coach, I say, everyone grab a partner.
Oh, that's worse.
Then they get excited.
Yeah,
because
but
then
if you're the last one left, there's uneven numbers, and you're the last one left, that's worse.
Well, you can't make everyone happy. But normally, it's a fucking basketball team. I know if there's uneven numbers, and I'll grab one of the kids, and then because they think I'll grab me mate, but then you're like, all right, 1, 2, 1, 2,
Oh,
1,
that's
2.
nice.
And
That's
then
good.
and then so they usually grab someone of equal height and roughly ability, and that's a good way of splitting it up. But the older, I want bloody I want the bloody 7'7" fucking minute over there, and the last one picks old fucking Barry from Thaguna. That's that's no way to do it.
No, it isn't. It isn't.
Poor old Barry.
Yeah. Did
Never
you ever play
gets
Spin
picked.
the Bottle as a kid?
No.
No. That was sort of something when I was younger where you'd catch up with at a party or something. Sort of you'd keep it away from the parents because they can't be condoning, kids kissing each other at parties.
Oh, I thought you meant keep your parents out of the circle. That's a fucking no-brainer. I would have
That
thought.
depends where you live.
Yeah.
Yeah. A country farm.
Yeah, if it
There's
lands
not
on
much
mum.
around.
Yeah,
Mum a
land,
kiss on the lips.
little kiss, maybe slip a little tongue in there, and before you know it, Dad's dimming the lights, and
Jeez, it was big when you first slipped the tongue in with a kiss, wasn't it?
oh yeah, I
Fuck,
remember.
it was scary.
I
The
remember
adrenaline got going.
first time I saw it. It was a guy called Robbie had moved from a larger town to Wodonga, and he used to call it getting on with them.
Oh yeah, getting on.
That was the term, getting on.
Yeah, getting on.
Getting
Just
on.
Tonguing.
And he was saying, do you get on with girls here? And we're like, we get on okay. But,
Yeah, not bad.
they
Yeah,
know
we have a chat.
Yeah, and he'd go, no, get on. And
Get
then somehow he...
Get with them. Get with them.
Getting on.
Get
No,
with 'em.
it was more
Did
getting
you
on.
Did you get with her?
No, get with
That's-
was sort of...
Well, get with was what we went with, mate.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we're in the suburbs, mate. We're
Okay,
in Melbourne.
well, you'd know. By the time, maybe it was Chinese Whispers.
Yeah.
It started with Get With, and by the time it made its way down the Hume Highway, we were getting on with.
Yeah, but still, you're older than me, so.
Oh, that's true.
I'm behind the times.
But then, I remember Peter, Robbie had a girlfriend, Peter, and they sort of, and he convinced her to get on with it.
Behind the shelter shed?
No, I remember it was in my bloody front yard and near the basketball ring, and everyone was crowding around. I'd never seen it before.
Someone's trying to shoot free throws.
And I was like, I still remember it, clear as day. And everyone was probably about 10, 15 people crowding around and
cheering.
I'd never seen it before, and they sort of came in and, fuck, I nearly fainted.
Bit confronting.
Yeah, it looked like they were trying to eat each other. They were really getting in there, and the tongue was flopping around. And
I think it's a little too much tongue. You get a bit. It's like a dog eating a bowl of fucking porridge.
It was very aggressive, very real. Their teeth were really like a couple of cars having a head-on crash, and then they chinked together, and then the tongue started rocking around. And I remember once, I was getting on with a girl at a place called Hip House, which is an underage nightclub in Wodonga back in the day, and it was you couldn't open your eyes. Remember that? You couldn't open your eyes. Oh yeah,
I did it. Yeah, you go, because I did it once at a party where I was getting on with a girl in year 12, and sorry. Yeah, I was getting with a girl, and I opened my eyes, and my mate's going, "What are you doing, you fuckwit? Close your eyes." I said, "Yeah, you stop fucking perving on me, you cockwit.
You stop looking at me in the eyes when I'm fucking kissing me mum.
When I'm getting on with me mum. Mum, all right, I've got to go into the party now. Can you get out of here?
Yeah.
I want to try and get on with someone else.
Yeah, someone a little less.
Yeah, so you
I remember
talking about you're in Hip House and you're not looking.
It was a big thing to sort of, like, time was a big thing. So how long did you get on with it for? Oh, mate, got on with it for about 15 minutes.
Where were your hands going?
Oh, mate, they were
just it's like an octopus just going all over the place, weren't you?
I remember it was quite a big thing to sometimes you'd be getting on with a girl and sometimes and she'd go, "I don't," and you go, "What?" And be
time.
Be grab your no, don't grab my bum. And
oh,
go, look, I'm not. And you turn around, one of your mates just have his hand on her bum, and you're like, come on, Darren, don't do that. That was quite a big thing.
Time.
Yeah, it was a simpler time. Or quite often it'd be you.
Yeah.
It was more often they'd grab your bum, and you'd think, "Oh, here we go," and then you'd turn around and it'd be bloody Clint with his hand up, with his finger up your digit.
Bloody hell, Clint.
With his finger up your digit, finger up your bum.
Yep.
Digit up your
bum. Digit up your bum.
So either way, good times.
I used to get the biggest boners when I was kissing chicks.
Oh, and
mate.
used to, and yeah.
Well, not the biggest, but they were hard. They were hard.
Yeah, crack a brick. The old brickie would be there, cutting his bricks in half.
The old brick saw, they called me.
Yeah, but and what you'd wear, because you didn't wear jocks, you used to wear those silky boxes that didn't hold anything.
You'd have a little pre-cum in your boxes.
And your dick would be tangled up in the leg.
The Tassie Devil's got cum all over his head.
Oh, horrendous.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I was getting on with this girl at the Hip House, and I reckon we were an hour and a half without opening our eyes, and I just opened up my eyes, and
it was Sunday morning.
Well, everyone had gone. The fucking joint had cleared out. The cleaner was in there with the vacuum cleaner, and I was like, Jesus. And I ran out, and we sort of both ran out, and this is not a word of a lie. My dad was just sitting in the car out the front, and he goes, "Where are you been?" Just helping the cleaners. Yeah, so
there you go, mate.
He goes, "I might walk home. I can't fit in the back seat with me boner at the moment. So, can you just pop me in the boot?"
Jeez, it was good. He used to get horny over over everything. It was great.
And girls didn't wear anything revealing back there. They still used to get. They used to wear baggy tracksuit pants and a bloody big baggy stussy top.
Oh, fuck.
We'd still be
things have
jizzing down our legs.
Oh, yeah, mate. Yeah,
now
big
they've got
cargo
side
pants.
boob and
Jesus Christ.
Bloody ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy times.
Well, speaking of times changed, I wasn't going to get to this one a little bit later. He'll remain anonymous, but caught up with a friend last night, a guy that's been in LA and doing comedy, doing fairly well.
Okay.
Doing fairly well. Good
times.
Good mate. And anyway, he's back in Australia for a brief time, and he's recently separated with his partner.
Yeah.
Good looking rooster.
Yeah.
Good looking rooster. And a bit of small talk, how the kids, rah rah. He hasn't got kids.
He hasn't got kids.
But blah
How
blah
your
blah.
kids?
And eventually, having a couple of beers.
Been getting on with any girls
Yeah, and he said,
over
mate,
in LA?
we haven't called it that for quite some time.
No.
And I said, mate, sorry to hear about the hugs and kisses. You're getting back out on the circuit, and he said, oh mate, I'm on an app. I'm getting on the dating apps.
Well, you
And
got
I was
it.
like, oh yeah, that sounds interesting. And there was another guy there. He was a bit more,
Old school.
he was a bit more. I'll get to that bit. But he goes, oh yeah, what app? The other guy, he was a bit more. All I know is Tinder, but apparently there's fucking hundreds of them.
There's a few.
There's hundreds
ones.
of them.
Yep.
Bumbler?
There's Bumble.
Bumble?
There's Grinder, obviously.
That's the gay one.
That's the gay one.
Men and women gay.
I don't know.
Women are grinding too, I think.
Oh yeah, well they're scissoring.
Yeah,
Maybe it's called scissor.
maybe that is called scissor.
Yeah.
Paper, scissors,
Rock.
cock.
Rocks off.
So he goes, no, look at this one. He goes, and this is going to make me sound like a wanker. He was very, didn't want to make himself look like a knob end, but he goes, look, I'm on this celebrity one.
Oh.
And I said, do tell. And he's telling us that, so he's on this celebrity dating site. And what you have to do is you
put in your net worth.
You've got to apply.
Okay.
And it's a 3-month waiting
Do you reckon
time.
we're a chance?
If they saw, we might have to submit ticket sales, and that might be,
I reckon.
mate, we'd be kicked off.
Would there be enough letters in the alphabet to sort of pinpoint what grade celebrity we are?
No.
We're not even D. We're fucking G,
D.
H. We're down near the X, LMNOP, QRS. No, we're past that.
No, we're
Damages.
starting to get
X.
numerical.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're starting to get windings.
Yeah, they're doing it in windings. Yeah.
Or
just some
emojis.
Yeah, or just
Yeah, not even
maybe
D-grade
celebrity
celebrity,
in
like
the
a
Congo or something.
sad face celebrity.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're quite interested, and this guy, he knew a lot more about it than I did. This other guy, so he was asking questions. He goes, "Well, who's on there?" And he goes, "Oh, well, there's heaps of celebrities." And he said, "Well, any we know?" And he said a name of this model, and I'd never heard of her. And the other guy said, "What the fuck? She's on there." So I've jumped, and he goes, "Yeah, I matched with her."
Oh.
And anyway, ching, gone in there.
Who is it?
I don't know. I can't remember her name. But she had a kid.
Google it.
But I tell you who else was on there. This will blow the bloody jizz out the side of your ball bag.
Yeah.
Charlize Theron.
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 She's South African?
Not sure.
Yeah. Charlize Theron.
She was on there.
Jesus. Well, I guess it's one of those things. If you
get a bit older,
and also if you're famous, you're not going out to bars. You've got minders. But then you got fuckwits who are sort of still.
Well, maybe you don't want to date another. Yeah,
a normie, a normal person.
You get invited to a lot of parties, but I imagine for a celebrity, it'd be a big bloody pain in the arse going to a party. You got the paparazzi there,
yeah.
Especially because she's a bit older, Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
Yeah, but God Almighty, that's
Jesus,
imagine bloody
swiping.
Yeah,
Swiping
I mean,
through.
who on God's green earth is swiping no to Charlize Theron? Unless you've just watched that movie Monster, and you're like,
I'd still go it. Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of makeup.
Oh, yeah. I've done worse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've picked up Charlize Theron, gone home, and then woken up with Monster.
Yeah.
That's happened before.
No, that has happened. Yeah. What happened in those few hours?
Yeah, all right. Bit of makeup wore off.
Yep.
So that's bloody interesting, isn't it?
That is.
That's bloody. What a different life, and he's sitting there bloody.
So with the app, is it like is it like a job interview? Do you need like references? Call Chris Hemsworth. I did a show with him.
Well, he said quite a lot was
call Joe Rogan. I've been on his podcast. I mean, how does it work?
Well, he said quite a lot of it was like Instagram followers and
Okay,
so
so we're
forth. And
fucked.
there was some reference. Yeah, no, we're in a bit of trouble there. So not that we would want to be on it for starters.
No, well, we've got wives.
Yeah. But it was certainly a little interesting peek. So he peeked behind the curtains. So yes, he went off to LA a little while ago, and he goes, and he's there, bloody, swiping right for Charles Theron or whatever her name is. And he goes, "How are you going?" And I've got little Harry coming up, going, "Oh, I shit myself. All right, buddy, no dramas." So, but mate, I wouldn't trade it for anything. Give me that any day.
No, well, it's a very hollow, shallow life over in LA.
Yeah.
Even if they do have families, they've got maids and people. They're not even looking after their kids.
Nah.
You're at ground zero, mate.
Yep.
You're right in there, cleaning
Bloody
up all
oath.
the shit.
Bloody cleaning up the shit.
I've been to your joint after the kids and you've been looking after them. It looked a bit like ground zero after the fucking planes had just stacked into them.
Oh, yeah. Certainly had that feel, sort of people running away and that
Yeah.
big dust cloud. And,
Just people getting pulled from the wreckage and underneath shit. Like, you just pulling Noah out from underneath.
Yeah,
A
not
pile of shit.
many survivors once
No.
Daddy's looking after the kids for a
No,
couple of hours.
never
but,
forget.
Yeah, it was a bloody good catch up. Shame I can't say his name, but he's kicking goals. So good on him. Good on him.
Yeah, well done. Anonymous?
Anonymous. Good stuff.
Yeah.
And I hope you find
True love.
true love, a celebrity.
Yeah, bloody oath, mate. Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, something a bit different.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
So,
yeah.
mate, I got plenty to talk about.
Yeah,
What are you?
so do I.
My kids came and watched my first gig on the weekend.
Oh, yeah, run us through that. How'd that go?
Whew, well, a
'Cause-
bit of a
'cause
surprise.
A mate of mine actually hit me up and he said, "Oh, what's the go with the Sunday show? Or what's the go with the show in general? When it says 18 plus, do you mean that? Or you've just jizzed all over yourself? When it says 18 plus for the comedy show, does that mean that it's 18 plus, or does that mean that, you can sneak a few? But, I mean, there's a lot of talk. Adult themes.
Are they coming? Are we talking the comedy or the live pod?
The comedy.
That's right, because I can imagine the live pod
Worse?
is going to be pretty fucking filthy.
I think it will be. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
And there's still some tickets left, so don't snooze on that.
Because the difference between stand-up comedy and live pod is time to reflect. So with a joke, you can write it,
Rewrite
you
it.
try it on stage,
That's
and you're
right.
like, you know what? That's a pretty horrific thing to say. I'm not gonna mention that. So you cut that, and you can sort of you trial and error, and then your better judgment comes in. But quite often, and we would have had a few beers at the live pod, something might just spew out of our mouth, and there'll be no taking it back.
That's
It'll
out
be
there.
it's out there, and
That's out there.
it could be pretty crook. So that's something to look forward to.
Yeah, so get along. And, if you've bought tickets for the show, like the comedy show, and then that doesn't include, you've got to buy tickets to the pod as well, in case you're going, I've got 2 tickets to the show. You've got to buy tickets to the podcast as well, just in
We're
case.
pretty clear on that, I think.
I think so,
Yeah.
but you just never know.
So how old's this kid that wants to come in?
11 and a girl.
Yeah, I'd say no. to that.
Probably
Yeah,
not.
that's
Yeah.
probably
I did
no.
text you and said, "What do you reckon?" She said, I mean, we're not at a point where we can probably be knocking too many people back, but
No, more than happy to have her money.
yeah,
But
maybe
yeah.
just get her wearing earmuffs.
Yeah, just get her an iPad and
Yep.
a couple of
Scroll away.
just do her thing in the corner, a couple of headphones and or just the one headphone,
Yep.
and let us talk about some horrific topics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. It'll be good.
So it's sort of we've been getting close to a couple of times. I've said, "Oh no, you want to come to a gig," and Tam's been close, and the planets haven't aligned, but had a gig during the day, and they're normally a fair bit tamer, the luncheons. People aren't yelling shit out, and you normally stick to your script.
Yep.
Was it the East Doncaster Footy Club? Isaac Smith was going to be there.
Yeah.
I was going to be doing probably only about 5-10 minutes of stand-up, interviewing him.
Great.
Suburban footballer. All had to be done by 2:20 when the game kicked off, so there wasn't going to be a late night or anything by any stretch. 2:20 in the other,
Nah.
and then so boys, do you want to come? Yeah. So they're in the car, and they are fucking pumped to see Daddy.
Yeah.
Do it because
Did you get them in for free, or did you? Have to-
yeah, got him in for
Yeah.
free, which was lucky. It was $100 and something a ticket, so that was good. And they sat next to Isaac Smith, and he's a lovely man, Isaac
He
Smith.
sounds nice on the radio.
Yeah, he's just a
Genuine dude.
just a genuinely nice guy. He was with the briefly with the Brisbane guys on this infamous trip. WhatsApp group chat.
Yep.
Trip. Yeah.
Okay.
So a little story to tell there. But anyway, so did a bit of stand up and the boys are laughing. Are you gonna fart? Wow, that was
It was all right.
yeah, it was good.
I had someone, the great Nick. Oh fuck me,
Stinks.
the great Nick Tennant, who I was at Montrose Footy Club at their business luncheon, and he said, Tommy, he listens to the pod. He says, Tommy, he's got to step up. I said, what? His story's no good? Or he said, no, he's got to fart more.
Well,
they're a bit disappointed you haven't farted for a while.
Well, let me tell you now, today's not the day because I am shitting liquid at the moment, and if I even get through this hour without having to run to the dunny, I will eat my hat because my ass, it's a crook
dodgy hat.
Yeah, it's a dodgy hat.
But eat it.
But I had a bloody couple of beers last night. Had a souvlaki.
Yeah.
Got home and microwaved some shitty meal out of the freezer, and just my guts are just in a bad place.
As you get
Had
older,
Mexican for lunch. What sort of fucking idiot has a crook gut
and goes,
thinks,
I'll have a burrito.
Yeah, I'm going to go and have a burrito. What was I thinking? And then some guy at work, his wife made this like this custard tart slice thing, and I thought, fuck, that looks all right. Had a bit of that. Then had an apple. I'm just bloody shitting bloody.
Your little food group pyramid is all wonky. You're all over the joint. You're taking bits from here, bits from there.
It's not a pyramid. It's just a bloody flat, bloody, I don't know, just a big pile of shit, and it's in my guts, and it's just why can't it all come out in once?
Yeah, as you get old, you go, what's the thing with all right, I've got it all, and then 30 minutes later, are you kidding me? I've got to go again.
It's almost like you ate, when you're eating all this shit, you eat about like 150 corks as well, and this cork sort of block bits up, and like a cork will come out and a bit of shit will come out, but then the next cork will cork it up, and then you've got to push that cork out, and it's no way to live.
No, it's exactly like that as well.
And your bum gets a bit sore because you're wiping it so much.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's not good.
Not good.
Anyway, so did the gig, interviewed Isaac Smith. Boys are laughing, they're having a bit of fun, and then we have the break. And then
did you feel like you had to tone down some of the language? Were you sort of like, did you mention your boys were in the room?
No, not initially. No.
So they're just, everyone's going, whose fucking kids are these?
Yeah, it's a footy club, so there's a few kids running around,
yeah,
and
still, it's not.
It's
it's
adult time.
Adult time.
It's adult time. And anyway, so we've had the break, and then the president's got up, and he's Isaac Smith's gone. See you later, mate. And then he's brought me on as a suburban footballer, and I'm there. For those who haven't seen it, I come out at the start, helmet, mouth guard, full gear. Put Eye of the Tiger on, I do a little pump up, and I'm bloody 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, really getting in. I'm really bloody, I've ramped it up these days. People are loving it, really giving it, and I got a bit lazy for a bit.
How's the throat going?
Not good.
You're phoning it in for a bit.
I was phoning it. So I was just looking after my throat. But one thing I did learn from that voice coach is to talk more nasally.
Yeah.
Not from your throat so much. So that's helped a little bit. And anyway, so I'm going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and I just caught out the side of my eye because I was sitting in the front table.
Yep.
Escorting my two sons, and they were just looking at me.
Going, who is this fuckwit?
Just it was like the penny had dropped. That my dad's a fucking idiot. Well, what the fuck? What the fuck is Dad doing? Is this what he's doing?
Like He's not even on the ground. Why is he fucking running around?
Is this what he does for a living?
So all those Saturdays and Friday nights that we never see him, I'm at home watching movies with Mum. Is Dad living some rock star lifestyle? Is he jetting here? Is he jetting there?
Some things are better left unseen.
Oh, I know.
Because I remember my dad and one of my sisters used to get guitar lessons when they were young. And I remember I was probably about 6 or 7 if I was a day.
Yep.
And I used to picture them just on a stage with all these lights around and them playing guitar.
Just rocking like Keith Richards or something like that.
And then one day we went to where the guitar lessons were. and it was just this guy's fucking
Dodgy back
like,
alley.
shed.
Yeah.
And I remember just thinking, it was so disappointing. And I think maybe the boys had seen comedy on Netflix and stuff and were picturing me in a big theatre. And then the reality was, like, I was backed onto the front door. So there's people just fucking walking in and behind me. There's no backdrop. There's people watching the footy. There's people getting up. It was a far cry from maybe what they thought. And I could see the disappointment in their eyes.
Yeah, I get that. I understand that.
I should have held it off for another couple of years, I think.
Have they ever gone to, take your kid to work day? What do you do at Sandalford or anything?
No, I've taken them to work a couple of times.
Yeah, what'd they think of that?
Oh, they loved it because there's playgrounds and stuff set up.
Yeah.
They've been to the Comics Lounge. Maybe I've got to take them on a Saturday night at the Comics Lounge.
Well, the thing is, you've got to start teaching the boys that...
life's not all cocaine and prostitutes.
Well, you just got to, Sandalford looks great, but, you're making not bad money acting like a fuckwit. So you got to maybe tell them that you don't have to aim that high. If you can be a professional fuckwit and make money, like you get to travel, you get to, drive your car to bumfuck no. Like you got to, the smaller things in life. Do you enjoy what you're doing?
There's travel and there's travel. Like if someone says, what's the best thing about your job? And they go, oh, I get to travel. Some people might think, oh, he's going to the Bahamas or going to, doing trips to China, to Vegas.
Epstein's Island.
Yeah, not getting in his Mazda 5 and driving to Griffith and back in one hit. Doing a 14, 15-hour round trip.
You're like...
That's not... It's travel. It's technically travel, but it's not...
You're like a truckie without the truck.
I'm a truckie without the truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a smaller load.
Smaller load. Have you got the drugs?
Yeah, I'm leaving
you've got the drugs, I know.
I'm leaving my load in hotel rooms.
That's
not
right.
Not at large...
At large
logistics centres.
No.
Ironically,
your logistics are all up the shit.
Absolutely up the shit.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's the kid's a bit disappointed, but that's life. The show goes on. But over to you, Ivan. What do you got for me? Chuck something at me and I'll smack it out of the ballpark.
All right. So last week I mentioned the old Strathmerton fishing comp, and I had a week of gigs. I had a lunch gig on Friday, actually, for the Montrose Football Club.
Another good, strong club.
Great, strong club. Gary
the Magpies.
No, they're the Demons.
I'm thinking Montmorency.
Yes. Yep.
Yes, sir.
A few letters off there, mate.
Yeah,
but,
Mont.
You're always close.
Always get me Monts mixed up.
You are. You're the full Monty. Anyway, so it's been locked in for a while. They said Gary Ayres, he's the senior coach out there.
Yep.
Obviously, former Port Melbourne coach, won a couple of premierships.
Love him to bits, but he's slowly working his way down, isn't he?
Well, he did speak about that, and he coached Adelaide.
Yep.
Geelong. He coached Geelong.
Yep.
He coached Geelong when they lost all those premierships.
Yep.
And but just a real footy head.
Oh, he loves it.
He fucking loves it, and I think. I mentioned to him because I had a bit of a chat to him because he was coaching at Essendon. He was maybe the forward line coach or the back line coach when my brother was there the first few years.
Yep.
My brother tells his story. So my brother's just a young little kid. He's a kid out of TAC.
Yep.
He goes, fucking Gary Ayres, because he's got the grey hair now.
Grey hairsy.
Yeah, grey hairsy.
His head looks like it's made out of football leather.
He looks like, he's made out of the pigskin. He's got a big head.
Conan, like Conan.
He does.
The librarian.
He's a solid man. But, back in 06, 07, he would have had the nice black hair.
Beautiful.
And, not the mullet. He had a beautiful mullet back in the plane.
Oh, magic.
Jeez, it was good. It just whispered around. It
Nearly
was great.
down to the lower back.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, my brother told this story of Ayresy just as an assistant coach just saying, all right, fellas, now if someone's going to drop back into our hole, as a forward, so he must have been forward line coach, he says,
Yep.
what you got to do is fucking get your knees up, get your body into them, get your fists through them, hit them at 110% and just smash them and make sure when they get up, they're fucking hurting, and the next time they think about dropping into the hole, their sphincter's twiddling.
It's sound advice.
That's sound advice.
It's more local footy advice than I would have thought.
Well, no, back in 06, 07,
okay,
this is where you got your
yeah,
Mark Johnsons, your Jason Johnsons,
Yep.
your Paul Barnards, your
Yep.
Dean Wallaces.
Yeah,
Maybe
yep.
they had gone, but it's that era.
Yeah,
Where,
yep.
there's still some men around. I mean, you look around the AFL now and, most of these blokes couldn't knock the froth off a fucking cappuccino.
No, you got sort of your more running halfback flankers now.
That's exactly right.
But the full forwards aren't coming out as hard either.
No, they're not. They're bloody, they're just pansing, just pouncing around out there. But you can't hit anyone these days.
No.
Because you get a holiday for 10 weeks.
Yeah, they're going the lead. The Pac-Man are laying out fucking yoga mats for the guys to fall on.
Yeah, that's right.
Putting out those tackle bags to jump up on. It's
they're all praying. They're facing Mecca before the fucking thing. And
it's bullshit.
It is. So, that was his sort of first impression of Airsy. And you can still see he's still got that presence.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm at 400 Gradi, which is it's like a steak restaurant. It's an Italian restaurant out at Eastland. So, and I'd spoken to Matty Jones, the president. He goes, all right, mate. So we've got Airsy's going to get up.
Yep.
So this is beforehand. Airsy's going to get up. It's about 35, 40 blokes. And we've got Charlie Bazina. Do you know Charlie?
No. So
he's I don't know whether he was an old detective, but he's in crime. He's in crime. He loves his crime, not doing crime. He reports on crime. He might have been an ex-detective, I think. So he knows a lot of shit, mate. He's got some stories. So it's Airsy, myself, and old CB, Charlie Bazina.
Real mixed bag.
Oh, it's a mixed bag, but it's going to be good. It's going to be good. So 35, 40 people. I'm in all right form. This is going to be nice. And I said, do you need me to bring sound or anything? Jonesy goes, no, don't bring sound. They said, everything's sweet, mate. They said, you won't need sound. They, the restaurant said, you won't need sound, mate. Everything's sweet. So I weaved my way through. I had to park in the undercover car park there at Eastland. It's those big shopping centres. There's something about them. They stress me out.
Oh, they lack a bit of soul. They lack I can't imagine a restaurant in a shopping centre would have a great deal of character.
Well, it's just sort of, so you got the shopping centre bit, and then there's the restaurant precinct. They call it a precinct.
Yeah.
There's nothing like a fucking precinct. It's shit. It's opposite Ringwood Station. It's fucking dodgy.
Is it? Do you enter it from inside the?
Well, you had to go in underneath. So you're finding a car park, and then you're dodging through, and you're going up escalators. And
It's a fucking food court.
Let's
call it what it is.
It's a classy food court.
It's a fucking food court. There's a KFC. There's a Subway.
It was sort of the restaurant precinct. It wasn't the scummy KFC. Okay. 3-week-old.
So you
Chinese.
You didn't have your big plastic tray and
No. It was a proper restaurant.
Okay.
It was a proper restaurant. But so I'm sort of picturing, all right, so it's a business lunch and they're going to have their own room, enclosed room. If they said I don't need a mic, it's going to be a nice tight space. Everyone's going to be sitting at a long table and it's just going to be nice and intimate.
Yeah.
Enclosed. That's what I thought. So anyway, so I make way into 400 Gradi, and there's a level, a bottom level where there's a bar, there's music pumping. It's like a fucking disco at this point. And
it's a lazy name for a restaurant.
400 Gradi.
Is that the address, I assume?
No, because there's a 400 Gradi in Mornington.
Oh, okay. Well,
what the 400 is? Gradi must be Italian for something. Grand, maybe?
400 grand.
Maybe.
Seems a lot for a restaurant. Depends how well it's going, I guess.
Yeah, that's right, mate. Well, this one, they might have to spend a bit more and put some walls in the fucking joint. Because I ended up walking up the stairs and all the blokes there, Matty, how are you, mate? How you going? And I see the table, and I go, this isn't fantastic. There's no walls.
No, any gig in a restaurant, alarm bells are ringing. You want to do your homework.
Yeah. Well,
You want to take a speaker.
Well, I didn't. And I sort of said to Matty, I said, "Oh fuck, do they have any sound going through here?" He goes, "No, they don't have sound." I said, "Oh fuck, man, you should have told me. I would have bought a speaker and some shit, which I sort of put it in there. I got a bit lazy."
Yeah, can't get lazy. But you did ask him.
I did ask him.
Did you ask him? Or
I did ask him. I said, "Do I need sound?" I said, "No." They said you won't need it. And I'm picturing a small room with 35 to 40 where you probably could go off mic.
Yeah, you know, if you're assuming things makes a cock bag out of you and me. You know the saying, mate. You know the saying.
That is the old saying. Anyway, so we get in there and Matty, he was a little bit stressed because 6 o'clock in the morning he's got a little call from Charlie Bazina's wife.
Oh, Mrs. Bazina.
Yeah, old MB,
Mr. Bazina, Mr. Barbazina.
Mr. Barbazina, Mr. Barbazina, Mr. Barbazina,
Mr. Barbazina. He was a manager that ripped the guy off, wasn't he?
Oh.
Mr. Dobalina.
Mr. Bob Dobalina.
Bob Dobalina. Mr. Bob Dobalina. For $1 million, who wrote that?
Oh.
Who sung that?
Do you know it?
Nah, fuck no.
No.
I don't think anyone would.
You don't even know the name of, as I said, your kids. So, no idea. Mr. Barbalina. It was pretty big.
It was huge. I think it was
song.
about a manager that ripped them off.
Okay.
His name was Mr. Dobalina.
Mr. Dobalina. Yeah.
Anyway, so you're copping up the arse at this gig.
All right. So, anyway, Charlie Bazina's wife's rung and said, Charlie's gone to hospital. I think someone's maybe some criminal's gone, I'm sick of you're talking shit about me at Sporties and business luncheons.
Loose lips sink ships.
Loose lips. So CB's in hospital. I don't know whether it's something.
Snitches get stitches.
Well,
and,
maybe that's what happened.
Bazina's got a bloody knife in the guts.
Yeah, well,
it's probably well overdue.
We don't know, and I think Matty, his first thought was, "What the fuck am I going to do?" So I don't think he asked too many more questions to see if old Mr. Barbazina is travelling all right.
Yeah.
He starts going, "Oh, fuck, what am I going to do?" And he goes, "Oh, if I might have to get Evo to try and organise a sports person or something like that."
Yep.
But he ended up getting on to
short notice.
What's his name? I've gone blank. He's another crime reporter. What's his...
Mate, I reckon that was a way to get out of it. Crime reporters are great, but there's a time and a place.
Well, it's actually...
Oh, it's very interesting.
I love it.
You've got to be in the mood. When you've got a room full of people wanting to hear about Robert Dipier-Domenico's bloody footy trip stories, and all of a sudden you've got some guy telling you about...
John Sylvester. You know,
well,
Johnny...
they're not exactly household names.
No, they're not. If you're not into crime, you don't... It's a niche thing. But I don't mind.
Catching up with your mates. You don't want to be hearing about a fucking shallow grave and some kid getting killed.
No, I don't mind it.
Yeah. It's not really a bloody pick-me-up.
No, that's right. Anyway, and anyway, so, all right. So the gig starts and we're running a bit late, but Airsy gets up, and sort of where you can see me here, like I'm standing where Airsy would be. You've got a table to the left and a table to the right. So Airsy's sort of... He's going left and right, but you've got, and then you've got downstairs, and the music's just pumping. And you know what it's like. People who work at these joints, they don't understand. The president goes, "Oh, guys, can we turn the music down a bit? Where no one else is really in the fucking restaurant." Oh, well, there was clanging plates downstairs, so there was. But can you turn the music down a bit? Airsy, our senior coach, is going to start talking and try to pump everyone up for the season. And they've turned it down like 1 decibel. So, like, fuck me, guys.
And another one I've noticed lately, if you're out there watching a gig and you've got a beer and you finish your beer while the comedian's still talking, it's okay to put it on the ground.
Yep.
You don't have to take it to the bin during the spot.
Oh,
and not only in the bin, these guys are fucking pitching it into the bin,
slamming it,
and it seems to be happening all the time. And you're just like, mate, are you all right?
Yeah.
Do you really have to slam that fucking thing in the recycling bin?
Yeah.
It's like they're doing that bloody that punching game where you see how hard you can punch.
Yeah.
It's on when they're throwing that thing down. You go,
smash it.
Just put it on the ground.
It in there.
Wait till the break. and then place it in the bin like every other fucking human being
That's
would.
exactly right.
You fuckwit.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, so
Airsy's having a chat, and I go, fucking hell. Yeah, they're going to have to turn this volume down and whatever. So anyway, Airsy, we go to a break, we have something to eat. They're doing, and they're bringing out the food at all the weird times. Like when Airsy's on, all these meatballs are coming out, and little salads and shit. And you're like, fuck, guys, you couldn't have held off for 5 minutes till Airsy's finished. Yeah. So we go to a break.
It's all communication, though.
It's all communication, but I don't think they know what's going on.
Well, the fact that they thought they had the mic suggests the communication from the club's end isn't great either.
Good call.
Yeah.
Good call. Yeah. So anyway, but I'm still confident here. I think they're going to turn the music down. Things are going to go all right. So we have a bit of a break, and then Matty gets up and says, "All right, so we're going to bring on. We've got a bit of entertainment now before Johnny Sylvester, Tommy Siegert's favourite crime reporter, gets up. Yep. We're going to get Evan Hocking up, who's a funny guy. So we get up, and I get up there, and I'm like I said, you lose a little bit of authority, I reckon, when you don't have a mic. You're working a lot harder. I think you just sometimes it feels like it's a bit of a TED talk where you're telling a few jokes and you deliver a punchline to the left, and there are people behind me over my right shoulder. Airsy was over that side. I'm thinking the great Gary Ayres can't even fucking hear me.
What's he going to do behind me? Is he going to run in and put the knee into me guts?
He's going to. My sphincter was starting to twiddle.
Yeah, it was Airsy behind you.
And I'd just spoken to Airsy before. He's talking about all the comedy. He loves comedy. I went and saw this. I went and saw that. I said, well,
that's about to change.
I'm going to blow your bloody socks off, Airsy.
Yep.
When I come in here and give you 20, 25, 30 minutes of me best.
Unplugged.
It's acoustic.
Yep.
Mate, this is going to be bigger than Nirvana on MTV, mate. This is going to be huge. So deliver the first sort of punchline. Just a little bit of a spattering. I go, God, we're bloody going to be working hard here again. There's still a bit of music happening. There's a bit of
Is there a worse feeling?
Oh,
when you start off your first joke, I felt it on Saturday night, and it just blur.
Really? Where were you Saturday night?
Ashwood Footy Club.
Right.
It was okay. It was nothing against them.
Yeah.
It was just it was 35 guys that were 18.
Yeah.
And
I don't think they get it.
Ripping kids.
Yes.
Could not have got nicer, more polite kids. But the world's changed. My demographic has also changed.
Our demographic has changed.
But footy clubs normally have a mix, but this was just all young'uns. Only 2 girls in the room.
Okay. So who booked you? Was there a social committee of young people?
Yes. So the president. And, and these guys loved it, and they could not have been nicer. But I was telling them some wanking jokes. Oh no, erection jokes, and that have just almost foolproof. I can go to them. Doesn't matter how I'm going, any crowd, and they're sort of like, It's sort of like I'm like, oh my god, It's like this is a good thing, but this new age kids were almost disgusted.
But it's
by
funny.
Material. It was a really odd feeling. But they were lovely and they were laughing. But I just had to go crowd work. I nearly did crowd work for 35 minutes.
Yeah, okay, yeah. See, I think I should have done a bit more. I started doing a bit of crowd work, which was all right. And there was a dude who looked like Ivan Milat. That sort of went okay. Yep. But it's sort of that's the thing as well. If they're not all in front of you, you're sort of doing crowd work to the right. People on the left are going, what the fuck's he talking about? Because you don't have a bloody microphone.
No.
So, I pushed through. I did my best. And, it's crazy. When, like I said, I did the Strathmerton fishing comp on the back of a ute with a microphone to 260 people. And it was ripping. And then you go into a 35, 40 thing. And some blokes, like, when the jokes... the jokes work and they're not really getting much.
Well, when your first one doesn't work, it'll be
it sort of worked, but it was just like
but it's not it's not the big start you wanted. It's like if you're bloody get an argument with a bloke in a car park. That's my park. That's my park. That's my park. All right, let's go, motherfucker. You
bang
punch him as hard as you can, and he just looks at you. It's that That same feeling that
Yeah.
I'm in for a rough 20 minutes here.
That's it.
I'm about to get my ass.
Probably in a fight is
fucking
less than
handed
20
to me.
minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah. 20 minutes is a long time when you and so about 10 minutes, 15 minutes in, they start bringing fucking pizzas out.
Ah.
And the staff, it's not even like they're trying to hide it.
Probably
it's
wanted
like it
to-
wasn't even there. They're
Probably
just
wanted
bringing
to give
pizzas.
give the audience some joy. Well, obviously, they're not. They're not. The entertainer can't do. Let's get these guys some pizza. Let's bring some fairy bread
they're
out or
paying
something.
$500 a ticket. We need to feed these fuckers. So
Thank God we've got the fucking guy that's going to talk about fucking a serial killer to lighten the mood after. He'll be getting more laughs than this guy.
That's right. So I've got stuff about digging shallow graves and shit like that.
Did you do that?
I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It didn't go that great.
No.
Yeah. And then like old blokes, there's just no tact with these blokes. They're just hoeing into pizza.
Ah.
Like, because everyone sort of, one side of the table, they had to turn their chairs around because the tables were facing the wrong way and that.
Yeah.
So once the pizzas came, old Hocking was, oh, mate, he was the 10th most important thing.
No, you can't compete with
Oh,
a fucking
The
Supreme.
pizzas were bloody beautiful. I actually thought about cutting it short and getting a slice myself.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, we battled through it, but I mean, it was all right. But geez, I'm never not going to a gig now without sound gear.
Even just one little speaker.
I know.
on it. Yeah, I know.
I know. So then we had a break, and Johnny Sylvester got up, and he didn't fuck it. I actually tried to chat to Johnny Sylvester. They're very serious, these crime reporters.
Well, I've seen some pretty horrific things, I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a little joke about fucking me missus or something. He's like, mate, I've had to report on people getting fucking killed and their arms and heads cut off. Your little cute little fucking jokes aren't going to impress me, buddy.
So he's a crime reporter. He's not a crime investigator.
He's a reporter.
Oh, okay.
So
'cause,
but he knew. He just got into it. He just came out and he didn't go, all right. So what's happening with the lady who went missing in Ballarat?
Yep.
He just comes out and told us where it's at. The cops have done this, they've done that, they've got the bloke, this, that. And he goes, oh, what about the...
They've got the bloke.
They've got the bloke.
Why isn't he telling him where the body is? Did anyone ask him that?
Yeah, so he's not telling them that, but I think they found some... Because they don't release everything at once, so there's a lot of stuff you don't hear about. And
No, but they don't know where the body is.
no, they don't know where the body is. So yeah, that's the thing that's troubling everyone. Yeah.
Because you think he's fucked anyway. Just tell where the body is.
No, I know. He was
I mean,
talking
this is
about that, but I was too busy
probably-
crying over me shit.
Yeah,
gig.
that's bit rough. You whinging about a bad gig when he's talking about the content he's talking about.
Yeah, that's right. So
Yeah.
you put things in perspective, but you can sook.
Yeah, you can still have
Yeah.
it. But what a stand-up comedy. What a fucking shit roller coaster. Like I was talking at I was going to talk about a mate Jack came and did the plumbing at our joint. Like, I mean, is he one day going in and I think we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
We've talked about it before. You know, everything goes well, and the next day the shitter explodes, and he's got shit all over him. Like the highs and lows of comedy, but as they're emotional, and it's probably just that we're whinging. But everyone there wouldn't have thought about it. For another
maybe not,
second.
but someone might have gone, oh, we had Evan Hocking, he wasn't that great. Like, I knew a few. Oh, no, I'd done stuff at the cricket club. People had seen that. It went well, and it's just one of those things. The sound is everything when it comes to stand-up.
Yeah, it's a pretty
Sound's
important
everything.
part.
Yeah, it'd be like, I don't know what it'd be like.
Well, it'd be like going to a concert and
The sound.
they forgot their speakers.
Yeah, that's true.
It should be pretty
It's
average.
true, yeah. So, but no, thanks for having me down there, and good luck for the season. They knocked off Doncaster first round. Great to catch up with Airsy. John Sylvester, I bought a book off him, so I'll be reading that.
Okay.
He wrote in the book, thanks for the laughs, so he's a good
Did
actor.
it have an S on the end?
Yeah, thanks for the... No, it did have an S on the
Thanks
end,
for the
actually.
laugh.
It did have, yeah. But then blokes are coming up going, I like this joke, I like that joke. I said, yeah.
As much as the pizza?
Oh, no, the pizza, the
Pizza was
pepperoni.
A1.
Oh, yeah. So,
Can't compete with the pizza.
no, good times. So, yeah, but thanks for having us down. But fuck me, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Get
tough.
some sound.
Yeah, and look, absolutely no disrespect to Ashwood. They were lovely.
Yeah, same with the boys
they
at
were
Montrose.
they were great. But it's almost for me, a positive, I think, looking at the next generation. Like if I think of my sons growing up like these kids,
Yep.
I'd be rapt. Like I'd be stoked. They were lovely kids. They were all polite. They all came up and said they were young, and 18, 19 is young.
That's young.
And but they were funny, and we were chatting. They just, because I'm on my material now, I'm telling jokes about kids and marriage. And
but do you think? Because remember when you were 18. I remember being in a footy club like 17, 18, 19. Someone who was 23, it was like they was 75. It was like, you start going, you old fuck. And even though, like, we're on a podcast talking about balls and shitting ourselves, and you're dressing up like a fuckwit and going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got to forget, you sometimes forget that 18-year-olds are looking at us like we're 90.
You do wonder how you look in other people's eyes.
No, I know.
Don't you? I wish you could just get in their head. Oh, no, actually, I think you'd be fairly fucking mortified.
I think we've spoken about that as well.
If you could.
You'd probably rather not know.
Like, what women think? Would you really want to know that?
I don't think so.
Who's this? Every girl we walk past, he's gross.
Disgusting.
Oh, he's gross. Oh, he's gross. Oh, he's gross.
I'd rather kill myself. Where's John Sylvester?
So
what else you got, mate?
Ashwood, great, and do it. They didn't do that. No one pulled out the phones,
That's
recording it. They were just ripping kids.
Right.
I'd had to start working the crowd because me bloody gags were going down like Evan Hocking at a fucking pizza joint.
Oh, that's it, mate.
Just a couple of real little quick updates here.
And I've got a few shout outs for later on in the right near the end. So hang in there.
How are we going for time? Just because a couple
we're
of quick little
50.
50, yeah.
51.
A couple of really quick updates.
Okay.
I know we've had absolutely...
I've got an update as well.
And absolutely no one has emailed in to ask for an update on this, but I'm going to give it to you anyway. Tam took little Harry to the fish place where they buy the fish, because as you know...
to eat?
Sorry?
Or the actual live fish?
The live fish, where you go and buy...
sort of a little...
You don't buy them from an aquarium.
No, you don't. But they are called aquariums, though, aren't they? Where you buy
maybe a fishery. No, fishery is more
that's like your trout farm.
You gut them.
Yeah,
you're not gutting these little fish.
No.
They sort of said, we did have 6. Now there's 2, and
the fish
can't find them, and there doesn't seem to be a way out of that. Bowl.
No.
So what's happening? And she said, sure enough, if the fish is showing a sign of ill health, the others will just fucking eat him.
You're fucking ill at the moment. Lucky I'm not a fish.
Oh, mate, if you want to...
Yeah, right.
So,
well, it's like, the weaker. The
survival of the fittest.
Survival of the fittest, yeah. In a fish tank, because I don't think you can have a rotten fish in the tank would affect the water. So they're getting rid of the fish before it causes issues. The pH balance and that.
It seems odd to eat something exactly the same size as yourself, though.
Well,
it's
there's
a big meal.
4 of them. So
not now. They're dropping like fucking fish in Harry's bowl.
Well,
And she also said maybe Harry might have forgot to feed him a couple of times, so they got extra hungry.
Yeah, that's
Which could have happened.
Well, that's a good way to waste a bit of money.
Yeah, so fish... Yeah, stay fit, fish, because, you get get herpes or a bit of bung eye or bloody even a cough or, God forbid, COVID, your mates will be fucking chomping on your balls and eating your head and spitting you out. So stay strong out there. And the other little update, this is, I thought COVID killed this off. And my last when I went to Adelaide twice last week, I saw this, I reckon, 5 times, and I spent a bit of time at airports, on planes. Fuck me, this is possibly the most revolting thing.
I'm reading it. I can see it.
And this is going to sound racist, but I'm just delivering what I'm seeing. If it was Lebanese that were doing it, I'd say that. If it was white Anglos, I'd say it. If it was Sudanese, but it's part of the Asian culture in a public fucking sink where people want to wash their hands. It's back. It disappeared for a while after COVID.
They're heavy smokers.
It disappeared for a while after COVID, and I thought, well, that's one positive.
Bad sushi.
I'll almost go 2 years of being locked up in my fucking dungeon to not have to put up with that shit, but it's back, and
All right.
it is gross. They've got to start putting signs
Could
up.
we do something like dob in a slobber? Could we do something like that? Is that maybe photo name and shame these people?
And
yeah, it'd be hard though because they all look the same.
Similar. That's a joke.
That's a joke.
Yeah, they think we look the same as well, except for the redheads. They're a bit different.
Oh yeah, there's some real difference in the redheads.
Yeah. So, but yeah, can we? I'm not sure if we get any 80-year-old Asian men listening to this, but can we spread the account?
Yep.
You and Evan.
Yeah.
Sean. We're allowed to mention his name, aren't we?
Well, I think you just did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he sent us a text. Just
great.
Be excited to look at that later.
Oh yeah.
Unless it's the. Is he coming to the shows?
I haven't looked. I've sort of just watched the numbers.
Deteriorate.
Stay the same. Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm not looking who's coming.
So thanks, Sean. For the text, we'll read it later.
Yeah.
So just guys, please, can you fucking go in a cubicle and spit in it, or just don't do it. Other people survive without.
What do you think?
It's not a. Even if it was, that's gross. It's like they're trying to work up
get their lung out.
Get a lung out, or it's like they're sucking from down to their kneecaps. It's their whole inner fucking.
What's in them?
Why they have to work? It's sick.
Yeah.
Just stop it, please. Anyway, that's it. That's all I'll say.
All right, that's enough on the matter. So, here's a little one to finish. Basically finish up on. So, I'm a man of the people. I'm a guy who Woolworths is my local shopping centre. I feel like I walk down there. Did you have one shopping centre?
What else are you going to do?
Well, fucking Aldi, Coles.
Well, I'd say that's lower.
Yeah, but I think their prices are better.
But you can't get everything.
No,
they're just inconvenient.
I mean, you can get a jet ski on certain days.
Yeah.
But
you get some pretty
it's too
crazy
far
shit.
away. It's because we've thought about that because Coles and Woolworths are ripping everyone. So do we go to Aldi?
Oh, the big.
But then I've got to drive further.
Big supermarkets and go fuck themselves.
And the problem is with Aldi, like there's always when they scan your shit through, you're like, fuck, if you don't have enough bags,
they don't give you a bag.
No, you got to bring your own.
Which is sort of have to do with
Which is you sort of have to do with the other, but
it just seems like they don't put it in the bag. You've got to put it in the bag
you got to
yourself.
put it in the bag. So what happened to? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so Woolworths is good for me. I mean, I don't really know what the prices are doing. I mean, they're clearly going up. Clearly going up. Yep. So, but that's me. I've got a good vibe there. I know some of the people there, and
we just like to know where things are.
Yeah, I know where things are.
Yep.
Aldi, I've got no fucking idea.
Mate, it's just a pile, just pallets of shit. They'll have cornflakes in the fucking fruit and veg section. They'll have maxi pads next to a fucking TV.
Yep.
The joint's a fucking hellhole.
Yeah, that's right. But
the average age is about 90.
Yeah, well.
There's dead bodies laying around. The crime reporter putting chalk
Johnny
around
Sylvester's
people.
there, mate. Yeah.
Yep.
So what's been happening in Aldi?
Gary Ayres running through people down the aisle.
Oh, yeah, Sphincter's twiddling. So, anyway, so I thought this day I'm going to go a bit later. You know, it's sort of things have chilled out a bit. You don't want to go around, school time. It's fucking chaos down there. So I thought this is a few weeks ago. I don't know what time it was, but it was when you've got all the people like restocking. So there's pallets of shit in the aisles, and you know where you get the people, and they're putting everything back, and because it's been a big day at Woolworths.
So we're talking late.
We're talking pretty late. I reckon it might have been at least 8:30, something like that. Maybe earlier. Don't quote me. But anyway, there's not too many people in there. So I walk into one of the aisles. It might have been the aisle with yogurt and iced coffees.
So refrigerated
aisle. I could have said that. That would have been a bit easier.
Would have painted a better picture.
It would have painted a great picture. And
it's a bit nippy down there.
Oh, it does if you
wear thongs.
Oh, if you got the t-shirt on.
Yeah.
And yeah.
They should have little Ugg boots at either end.
Maybe they could.
Just for people with thongs.
That'd be nice.
Just to pop them on and you just take them off at the other end.
There you go. Maybe a robe.
Oh, yeah, little robe, little beanie.
Nice. Yeah, that'd be good.
Then you take your feet out of the moccasins and you got yourself some bloody foot rot or something like that. They'd get around. A bit of tinea, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, and there's two blokes in there. There's two Woolworths staff. One bloke looked maybe mid-20s, had the hat backwards, a bit of a cool dude. I thought, this guy's sort of cool.
Yep.
And the other bloke was a bit younger. So I think when it comes to, I don't think it's night fill, but it's these guys, they're stacking the shelves. And
what's all they got these days is night fill. Is shelf stackers. There's no one walking around to help you.
No, that's right. That's right. They're all just stacking shelves. So anyway, so the older bloke, 25 or whatever, he's talking to the young bloke and he's passing on his wisdom of what he thinks of Woolworths.
Yep.
And it's not that positive.
No. I can't imagine they'd be looking after the shelf stackers.
He's got that backwards. I thought, this guy's a real punk.
He doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Fuck the man.
And he's and it's just me and these two in the aisle. And you know, he's sort of letting them know. Old mate, he said, mate, fucking hate this job. Fucking shits me. Like, I've been doing it for 6 years, and I can hear it pretty easy.
Yep. Pretty
easy. He goes, yeah, fuck, mate, I should have done something different years ago. And there was a part of me, he's just going on. And the young bloke, said, I've only been working here 3 months. So he's not filling him with confidence on where his
Well, I imagine there's two types of people working at these jobs. There's the type that's, student. They've
still got a bit of hope.
Yeah, they're just
I'm studying
bit of grog money.
Yeah.
While they're just finishing off this course, and then they'll get their Certificate 3 in landscaping or something like that.
Mate.
Or they could be a lawyer. They've got dreams, and then there's the
right.
guy that's had the fucking life beat out of him.
Yeah, the bloke who's been there for a while, and he flunked out of uni.
Yeah,
he flunked out of trade school. He's tried a few things, and
nowhere else will have him.
No one else will have him because you got a neck tattoo, you got a hat backwards, and you're a real fuckwit. But anyway, this bloke, he's going on and on. He's telling the young bloke's like, you're really bringing me down here, but keep talking about it. I've been doing it for 6 years, and I fucking hate it. I should got out, but I never got out. And he goes, there was a part of me that I felt for him because I know what it's like when you're doing a job. When I was doing the sprinkler fitting, I wasn't enjoying it. And I had dreams. I had hopes. I had dreams of, doing comedy full time and struggling to sell out comedy festival shows and doing a podcast.
And now you're doing it.
Fuck all listeners. And now I'm doing it. So there was a part of me that
just dream
really
low.
Felt for this guy. And I thought, surely this guy has heard. He knows that I've heard all this shit. Like I'm a metre away, and he's shit can in the joint. He would have been.
He wants you to hear. It's a cry for help.
Less people would have heard him if he had got over the big speaker and gone, burp, burp, I fucking hate this joint. Burp, burp, I'll check aisle 3 or whatever. Like, it was clear as day. And I just grabbed something, and this is what I did. I don't know why I did it, but I felt I've got to pump this guy up. I can be a real source of inspiration for him.
Or a smart ass.
No, I felt for the guy.
Yeah.
So what I've done, as I walked past, I've just tapped him on the shoulder and go, chin up, brother. Everything's going to be all right. And he fucking looked at me like, hello, mate? And I'm like, oh, mate, everything's going to be sweet. Like, he looked at me like, this guy has just fucking shoved a finger up my ass. And I've gone, oh, fuck. Was that? I probably shouldn't have touched him.
No, I shouldn't have touched him.
Shouldn't have touched him, but I was just in a good mood, and I thought, this guy, he's going to have a laugh at this. Yeah. Because he's been shit can. I was in there for 3 minutes, and he's just ripping on how shit his life is, and I thought, I'll just give him mate, everything's going to be good, brother.
Yep.
You'll be right.
Yeah.
And I thought he'd go, yeah, thanks, man. I tapped him on the shoulder. Chin up, man. Everything's going to be sweet.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
He's just
could have come across as a bit of a smart ass.
You should have seen the look on this guy's face. It was like I was at the Montrose business lunch again. It's like, he goes, g'day, mate. I go, oh, mate, you'll be sweet. And then I felt like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, should have kept that one to yourself. But I think what it is because everyone's walking around on their phones and shit these days, and everyone's so distracted, and even people walk up to the counter, they'll be looking at their phone right to the minute they get to the counter, and then
They're
it's
oblivious.
Down, minimum transaction with the person, whether it's whether you're the supermarket or whether you're bloody your bakery, whatever. It's just minimum transaction. Whereas it used to be, G'day, Jenny. Oh,
yes.
rah. What's Phil? How's you going? How's your herpes? Not great. Sort of spread down my leg. Oh,
Yep.
could be something else. Rah. And then so yeah. But I always try and get a little. I'll tell you one little gag I do.
Yeah.
That I must admit it's hit or miss.
Okay.
So Rebel Sport do it. There's a few different places that do it. So they go when you have a membership card.
Okay.
They go, have you got a membership card? So we go to Rebel Sport a bit, and they go, okay, hand it over, and they go, okay, tap, and they go, what's your name? Tom, and I go, Tom, and then they say your phone number, and they'll be like, 042465, and I go, oh, good memory, and and sometimes it gets a laugh. It's not great. It's not a great joke.
It's something though. It's it's a dad joke.
Yeah, it's a dad joke. And sometimes
I can see
I'll go
Noah and the boys rolling the eyes.
Yep. And sometimes I'll go, what's your number? If it's a bloke, don't do it with a girl because I don't want to me too. But if they give the phone number, I'll go
give me a call.
and then I'll go no booty calls. And
okay,
that
that's a bit creepy.
That's a bit creepy. Yeah, and they sort of
Still though, but I was touching a guy in a supermarket.
They normally call the manager over and said, what did you say to this 15-year-old kid? And I said, I said, give me a booty call.
Yep.
And cops come in and we have a little chat and do a bit of hard time. So
but I think there is definitely a lack of connection in the world. A lack of connection. Like I literally thought this guy is gonna go, like, just go, yeah, I know, mate. I'll be right.
Yep.
Because I would have done that.
Yeah.
I hear someone bitching. If a bloke who was, 15 years older than me goes, mate, chin up, you'll be right, brother. I go, thanks, mate. But this guy probably didn't have to stick a digit up his ass, but fuck me, the look he gave me. Now, God.
Yeah, the sense of community's going.
And then I, because you know how you do something weird like that sometimes, and then you get a bit it's like it happens so quick. I go, did I just do that? I started to second guess.
No, you did
a real fuckwit there, and I did it.
Yeah, no, you did it all right.
Yeah, so that was just something that I thought
you got to find another.
Might have been a bit cooler.
Find another shop.
I must admit, I did see him in there a few days ago. I thought, I'll fucking give it a wide berth. The missus wanted milk, but I'm not going anywhere near the refrigerated area. I'll give you the tip.
No,
our old fucking M&M there. Well, he's going to get a restraining order on me.
Next rap song will be about you and your creepy little fucking feely hand on the shoulder and your shit comment. But it's tough. Community, sense of community's going.
It's going. I thought that was really going to lift that guy's spirits.
Nah, you probably might have finished him off, to be honest.
Yeah. So
he would have been thinking, if that sad fuck
is telling me things are going to be all right.
Yeah, that's it. I'm bloody just
checking out,
cracking open a 2-litre tub of sour cream and just putting my face in it. And I'm going to just drown myself in some sour cream.
That's it.
Anyway, all great yogurt, either or.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. So, well, we better wind it up here, mate. But I'll quickly do a few shout-outs because the great man Ryan Miller, who is...
Reggie.
Yeah, he signed up for the... he's not a really good band, Tito. He's the one above.
What?
He's paying $14.50 a month. The great man. He's one of my brother's good mates.
Jesus.
And the boys.
How many of those we got?
I think we got 2. Yeah. So.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
No one's got the one where they have their way with us.
No one's done that. But
what was that worth?
Oh, that was $250,000.
Yeah.
Jeez, that'd get us out a lot of shit, wouldn't it?
Oh, imagine if someone took it up.
Would
you do it? Because they really...
I would. I got no.
What did they get for it?
Oh,
they basically got to molest us, didn't they?
If they wanted to. I'll chat to the bloke at the bloody Woolworths. See if he wants it.
You can't even afford a bloody... I don't know. I was thinking we need incentive for the... if we reach 200 Patreon...
Yep.
I've got a back sack and crack on camera and post it.
Yeah. Yes, that's good.
It's not very much incentive. Probably the most horrific thing.
People are going to be jumping off. It was like when when we posted that video of us in the workout gear trying to promote the show.
Yeah, I thought that'd go a bit
Yeah, you text me the next day. You said, "Have we sold out yet?" I said, "To be honest, people are emailing asking for refunds."
Yeah.
I thought as
Spread
much.
the room there.
Yeah, but anyway, so Ryan Miller, the great Mills man, who he signed up for the $14.50. Him, Hutchie, and me brother Heatho, they walked. They went for a walk on the weekend, and not just down to the local shops. They walked from Mount Dandenong to Airport West.
What they fucking lock the keys in the car or something?
No, they're animals, but yeah, they stopped in, so they
Like
did
a
that.
power walk?
No, I think it was just pretty chilled, but
Because nothing wrong with gay. I can't stress that enough, but nothing looks gayer than a bloke power walking.
yeah,
And 3 blokes power
short
walking.
shorts.
Woo.
Yeah. Well, I think they got around Brunswick and they dropped into a celebration. So they had about 6 of those 500 ml Asahis each, and then they dropped into
On their walk?
dropped into a brewery.
They have backpacks?
They had They had backpacks. Yeah.
Did they plan on that walk or they just keep walking?
They knew they had to get to Airport West. Yeah, and then
How would you get there? Because that's sort of all
I
highways,
don't
isn't it?
know the logistics, mate.
What's it go with your brother's profile pic?
What is it?
It's like it's him down on his knees, but it's like a bag.
Like a bag. I don't know.
Cut this if it's something serious.
No,
but,
no, I don't know.
I don't think it'd be something. It's like he's down. He's got a smirk on his face, but it's like he's down, like praying to a fucking.
I'll
looks
look
like
it up. I'll look it up.
Looks like a guitar case or something.
Okay, we'll have a look at it. We can organise. We probably should have done this off air.
Yeah.
But
sorry.
So finishing up. Get tickets to the live pod. I think there's about 20 tickets left if you want to come down.
So that was your shout out for those guys that just walked and got pissed.
No, but Millsy, well, what do you want me to do? See, good on you, boys.
Yeah, well,
Millsy.
they do it for charity or something.
No, they just did it.
Oh, if we're going to give a shout out to every bloke that gets pissed and goes for a fucking walk, we'll be pretty busy.
No, well, the 14.50, you get a shout out.
Oh,
yeah.
There you go. There's your shout out,
Yeah,
Millsy.
so Millsy.
So
I'm not just shouting out everyone who just says, "Can you give me a shout
goes for
out?"
a walk and gets pissed with their mates. Not exactly fucking Mother Teresa over here.
No.
Yeah, sorry, Millsy. Yeah, no, I didn't realise you got a free shout out. So who's the other bloke? We've got to give him a shout out.
Hutchie's not he's coming to the live pod though.
No, who's the other guy that pays $14?
Oh, I don't know. I'll look it up.
Well, better give me a shout out.
Well, I can't. All right, should I do it now? No,
we'll do it next
shit
week.
Podcasting.
Yeah.
So get tickets to. We've still got tickets for the Friday, Saturday night shows, the stand up.
Yep.
And we've still got some tickets left for the live pod. So
not many though.
Yeah. Forget the last 15 minutes, but the stuff. It's going to be more of the stuff, and it's going to be filthier.
Oh yeah.
On the weekend, we've got some great stories.
I've got a story that's.
I've got a travel story.
Travel story.
Yeah, it involves coke. It involves getting pissed. It involves getting mugged.
Fuck yeah.
Over in Spain. I'm going to tell it. There's fake tits in it. There's everything.
What story was I going to tell? I had a story. I had a couple of stories. Fuck.
Yeah.
We'll
work it out.
We'll have to
we're going
to
to discuss it after this.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right.
Jump on the Instagram. Do all that. Get on the YouTube. Tell your mates about it. Get around us because we are going places after this live pod, I tell you.
Yeah, this is going to be the one to make us.
Woo-hoo. All right, so that's another episode of Good Banter.
Good Banter.